How's everybody doing? Thanks so much for being here. Thank you so much for being here. Let's check out the market first, just like we always do. Hey, Jackson, what's the matter, buddy? What's going on? What's going on? What do you want, Jackson? There you go, Jackson. There's a little snack for you. All right, guys. Thanks for being here. All right, let's see what's happening. First of all, I need to order the cable that Jack's busted today. I need to remember to do that as soon as I get done with this, so I can go back to the dual monitor starting tomorrow. And the new desktop gets here tomorrow also. All right, so let's just look at the market. I was just checking out IBIT. I mean, it just happens to be on IBIT. You know, it's pulling back a little bit today, but I mean, this is a much improved look for Bitcoin. Multiple up gaps that are holding, but has a lot of work to do. In fact, if you look at this chart, I was also looking at things like, ULTY, blocks, whatever. There's some similarities in the Bitcoin chart and the charts of those other things. Especially this one. I guess this one and IBIT, I was going to compare it. They look somewhat similar to me. Anyway, all right. Well, let's look at the general market here before we drill down on different things. So it looks like Bitcoin was off 64 basis points, but look at this right here. SPYs are up 1/3%. Great job, SPYs. We'll take it close to highs too, or at least local highs. All right, so Qs, I think, are a little bit more bearish on a comparative basis as far as relative to the recent highs. Qs have more work to do. Qs are really just kind of balancing in this area right here at 620, it would appear, where the SPYs are trying to break out. They both can't be right. And let's look at Bitcoin. 30-minute Bitcoin, just for comparison purposes. Man, that's a good looking chart. Now, 30-minute Bitcoin is 24 hours. So let's look at, to make it a fair comparison on the eyes, let's look at, okay, IBIT, because it trades the same hours as SPY and Qs. Okay, so here's IBIT. Man, IBIT fell. Would have been a great year for everyone if it just wasn't for that end of year Bitcoin freaking bear market sell off, whatever you want to call it. So there's IBIT. Here's Qs. Qs look stronger than IBIT. All right. What are you guys up to today? Hey, guys, what's up? Hey, we're going to go look at, before I forget, we're going to go look at some other stuff here. I'll react to these comments. Hey, Marcus. Hey, Fish. What's going on here? Jackson, I don't know what you, Jackson, just help yourself. Just help yourself, Jackson. All right. Let's check this out. Let's go actually the index buffer report. I like it. I like the old index buffer report. Okay. What do we say about feet and 5E? Up the most, down the most. What today they are, well, 5E anyway is up the most. Now feet is actually showing almost unchanged, but 5E is actually adhering to the rule, to the feet and 5E doctrine. Let's see who's doing well. SPY T is performing as well as the SPY. That's good. And T-SPY is doing the same thing, outperforming the SPY. not doing quite as well as SPY-T, but I mean, they're both doing well. JEP-I's doing well. Z-Vol's doing well. Jackson, what is your deal? A lot of good performers today. Look, JEP-I is performing better than T-SPY, SPY-T, or any of the other ones we just mentioned. Not better than 5E though. iSpy is actually outperforming the parent. SVol's outperforming the parent, and so is Z-Vol. Now we have some that are down. Unfortunately, FEPI's one of the ones that's down. I like that one. SEPI's down too, but Chippy's up 2%. GPTY's up more than the Qs. These other ones are QDTEs is underperforming the Qs. Triple QT is underperforming. Triple QY is underperforming. AIPI is underperforming. QLDY is outperforming the Qs though. My spreadsheet that shows that QLDY and compares it's broken right now. That I'll work on that. Anyway, QLDY is a monster. We can talk about QLDY here in a little bit. Look at this though. LFGY and blocks, at least according to this, are down today. All right. Well, let's look at the yield max buffer. Well, man, what is going on with Moderna today? Is Moderna really up 10%? I mean, that's obscene that Murray's catching 9.5% of that. That's just not. That's good management there. You know, that's good management. It'd be better if they could catch all of it, but I mean, there's no free money, so to catch that much of it, that's pretty efficient. That's pretty good. Good job, guys. I don't know if they were selling really far out of the money, if they had a bunch uncovered, if they anticipated the bounce back. I have no idea what's going on. Maybe they just sold a portion. Maybe they just sold a quarter of the contracts or something. So they're capped on some of them, but some of them are just going up. I mean, some of their shares are going up. Great job. Whatever they're doing, we like to see that. All right. We're going to slide over here into stocktools.app. Now, we haven't been over here in a while. This is the stocktools.app Market Intelligence Center. Now, stocktools.app is a piece of software that I like quite a bit. I have an affiliate link there, stocktools.app/max. I think you get a free month if you sign up through that affiliate link. But in any event, you can look at it, no obligation, and I really like it. It has a lot of stuff for option bros, but today we're just going to be looking at the dividend bro stuff. All right. Well, and also the Market Intelligence Center. This is your standard, so we can look here at the spider sectors and see which sectors are doing the best. And today it's about healthcare, materials, technology, and then in the communication and energy are pulling back. Jackson, I don't know. What do you want, buddy? You have to come up here and give me a kiss. Come up here and give me a kiss. I'll give you more food. Jackson. He needs to see a dog psychiatrist. He has a manic eating problem. In any event, energy and communications are pulling back, but then we have a heat map here, and it has all the information that you would need to know about all the sectors. What's cool is each one of these sectors. So spiders are State Street, and it's an old ETF company. Spider, I mean, it's one of the first probably. Been around since the mid 90s. Well, these healthcare, materials, real estate, these have been around since the late 90s. Well, they started doing option strategies on them and making them income funds, and they all pay between 10 and 15, 16%. And if you're bullish on one sector of the economy, I love healthcare. Well, you can do healthcare covered calls through these. Anyway, I know most of you guys know about those, but that's cool. Okay, so now let's go look. Here's what I always do. I go straight to income ETF analysis. Let's go here and see what's moving today, what's going on. Do basically a custom buffer report. This is a build your own buffer report. We're going to do a 1-day time frame, and we're going to make sure that we have everything selected. By default, I think it just selects Yield Max, but then you hit select all one more time, and then it'll come up with everything. And it's a build your own buffer. How you doing down there, Jackson? You good? Jackson, how about you just learn to eat a little less, okay, buddy? It's not just YouTube. Whenever I'm talking to somebody in real life, he starts eating. He just doesn't like when people talk. I don't know. All right, here we go. Now we're going to sort it by ETF return. Okay, here we go. We were just looking at this. On a one-day basis, Marnie is up 9.97. Moderna is up 10.95 for a little bit of a negative difference, but still that's good. The Marnie's catching all that upside. Rob ought to show this as a percentage. I'm just joking. I mean, he's showing the difference as a percentage. Whatever. Rob's the guy that develops this. He's a good guy. He's in our live streams lots of times. Look at old PLTW beating PLTR, AMZW beating AMZN, TSMY from YieldMax not beating but doing very well against TSM, NVDW from Roundhill spanking NVIDIA, just throttling NVIDIA. Chippy is actually putting it on the NASDAQ, which isn't really their underlying. I would think it'd be, but anyway, it's good enough. They're doing a great job. Winter, of course, obviously. So Winter's up 2, and Mister's down 2.09. Okay, whatever. Good day for Palti. Anyway, we can do the same thing. Let's look at a weekly basis really quick. Here. And I'm sure most of the people invitation only Discord, or you have to go there and apply, but just go there and apply. But I'm sure most everyone's in it. We've had some great, the guys in there have uncovered some really cool new funds that are coming out. Yesterday, we talked about that dual direction fund. And then today they found some other cool stuff that's coming out. Anyway, those guys are incredible at resources at figuring out stuff that's coming out. I just have to get some content out. I have to get my dual monitor back. Now I really, because I can't look at the comments while I'm doing this thing. So, I mean, I can, but man, I really do appreciate the dual monitor now. And you guys told me I would. And remember, at first I couldn't figure it out, and now I can't live without it. It's not that Jax, remember, I don't know if you guys remember the day Jax pulled the laptop off the table. Well, the HDMI cable that I bought to hook it up to the monitor, it landed on that and it busted that. So I need to get a new adapter. So anyway, all right. What's Dan saying? Hey Dan, how you doing? You sold out of YieldMax, etc. Okay, all right. I'll make sure I'm not missing anything. All right. Chippy GDXY. Okay, you guys are just talking about amongst yourself. Fish is saying he sold all his YieldMax losers today. Chippy GDXY are they're the winners. Only the strong survive, right? All right. So what are you saying here? Fish, XDT, and QDT had 2 large distributions, which instantly dropped their NAV. Yeah. So Dantown sold YieldMax. All right. So finally got rid of your last 2 losers. I never buy those. Yeah, I hear you, Fish. I hear you. Your high yield savings account outperformed most of those funds, absolutely, in lots of cases. And LSI, are you happy with NLSI? Has it paid us? It's only paid 1 dividend, right? But it was kind of for an odd time frame, so hopefully the next one will be bigger. And anyway, yeah, I'm hopeful that one will be a good one. All right, let's go look at some other stuff. Let's look at the 1 month time frame and see on a 1 month. This is still saying Murney. Is that right? On a 1 month time frame, Moderna, is Moderna really up 30% in a month? I guess it is. Wow. Look, this Ether's just had a hell of a month because it's up, 8.3. Look at this BTGD from Quantify. Just absolutely, so its parent is kind of, it could be IBID or it could also be GLD. Well, it's both of them. But anyway, they have IBID on here, but as far as IBID, it's more than doubling its parent, but that's because of the return from the GLD. Oh, that's been a good one for the month. Of course, it's been a great month for winter. Who was it in here that sold all those winter yesterday? Was that you, Fish? Somebody in the comments said I sold all my winter yesterday. But in any event, GDXY, a great month for GDXY. Didn't outperform the parent, but did pretty well. Great month for TSMY, Abney, Carvani. Look at this. Old BITX is finally bouncing back. This dog, I have this thing. But I'm glad to see it's finally on a 1 month basis. Look at this, is outperforming its parent, which is that's huge because it's Bitcoin. And the way they do that, their strategy is, they can't always do that, but in an up market, their strategy where they think they can do that is by being uncapped at night. And you can see over the past month, the being uncapped at night has allowed them to have 2 extra points of upside. And that's just over a month. You play that forward over a year, and that could be a pretty significant deal. I'm excited. I'm excited about what Tuttle Capital's doing with BITX but also with their lightning spread funds, also with Mago. Does anyone have Mago? Let's go check in on Mago and see what Mago's doing. It just started, so you can't really look at it yet. I'm trying to think. Trying to think if I downloaded the trades. I think I did download the trades. Or he doesn't publish trades, but the positions. Can't really look at it yet, but I'm excited about Mago. Let's look at it on maybe, well, there won't be much to look at on FinViz. Maybe the best place to look might be, well, this is just going to show it actually shows the options. It looks like all of these options are out till April. Short put. So in long call. So these are their synthetics, or I'm guessing. Yeah, I'm guessing these are the synthetics, and then they. Well, I'll just have to do a review on that. But in any event, you bought some Mago. Cool, William. I'll be anxious to hear about it. I have some cash. I just don't need any more risk. If it's tied to the freaking Mag 7, I have enough of that type of exposure already. But it does. Who knows? And you bought some Maggie. It's hard to go wrong with Maggie. Maggie's really good as well. Oh, Fish, it was you. You made money with Winter, and you sold for a gain. Well, man, I'm glad to hear that. All right. So what's going on the rest of the day? I'm trying to think. Sorry I didn't do the Max Factor last night. I was going to do it, and then I fell asleep, and I woke up, and it was too late. That daily factor show. Lots of you guys don't watch it anyway, but I'll definitely be back with an afternoon show. We'll definitely be back with an afternoon show. Oh, I know what I was going to show you. This is what the guys in Discord found, and thank you so much, guys in Discord. But I need to go. I need to go fix my graphics and stuff so we can look at the various different things. Well, I can't find what the guys in Discord found me, but check this out. Here's a complete database of every fund in the max. I mean, this is the max factor right here. I made a new indicator called the No BS indicator, NOBS. It looks like knobs, but anyway, but it's sort of by knobs right now. But number one, it's similar to the other ones. I mean, it's not like it's going to turn up something that the other one didn't see also. But anyway, GOW, KSIL, KGOLD, GUI, Goop, SLVO, XYLD, Fiat, Q Yield, XLVI, Spin, IAUI, GLDI, ISGI, iGold, DOGG, SPUT. But anyway, this is cool, and this is all sortable, so we can, we can sort by yield, or we could sort by anything and look at different things. These yield, when you sort by yield, these are usually the ones that don't do that well on total return because they have the high. Not always. Some of them do great, but I mean, look, these are a lot of the ones on the bad list. Perennial bad list are these giant yielders. Not that HOOW can't have it. It can have good runs. I mean, it's not that these aren't bad funds. It's just they pay a lot of yield. All right. COIW has done very well at different times and made a lot of people that I know money. All right, guys. Well, yeah, thank you so much for being here. I'll be back this afternoon. We'll have another live stream. And until then, if you have anything that we forgot to talk about, put it in Discord and I'll go check it there. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much. And I hope you have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon.